We have cover girl Katy Evans today on Ladies Who Question. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. She's on the November issue of Forest and Bluff, which is a very big kind of mag around these parts, right here in Lake Forest and Lake Bluff. So welcome, Katy Evans.
Hello, everyone. This is Katy with KatyEvansDesign. How are you?
We're great.
We're happy to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me.
So, Katy Evans is participating in it's called the Coming Home Tour, or the Coming Home is the theme this year.
Correct.
For the Lake Bluff History Museum home tour, Christmas home tour.
Holiday home tour.
I should be able to know that because it was right in front of me. Holiday home tour. Nice
It
preparation.
sounds like a Hallmark card.
Yeah.
It does.
And we do live in a Hallmark town.
We do.
Yes.
So
and
We
this
for sure do.
home tour, which is sponsored by the Lake Bluff History Museum, is a pretty big deal around these parts.
Yes.
We get to go into homes like Katy's that are, and she's a designer, so I know it's going to be really good.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully you like it.
Oh,
It's going to be great.
it'll be great. And it's like, how many homes total are going to be?
There's going to be 6.
6 this year.
Yes.
And what I understand from the article is 3 of you guys, they're calling it the Coming Home Tour because 3 of you are bluffers.
Correct.
Former bluffers who went away, probably live downtown, live in the single life, and then you're back here with your family.
Yes. Yep.
Isn't that kind of cool?
That is cool. That is so Lake Bluff.
It is.
It's just charming.
Way to make enterprise upon that kind of that theme and something that really happens here in Lake Bluff.
Yeah.
Where the kids leave and they go, we're going to go be groovy in the city, and then they come back here because they go, there's no place like home.
Yeah.
Lake Bluff.
No,
Very true.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, Katy, you are a Lake Bluff-based designer.
Yes.
And Holly you are one of Holly's designers. Explain that, Holly.
Holly's one of my reps.
I rep.
Okay.
I sell fabrics and lighting and wallpaper, and Katy buys some of my lines occasionally.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's how you guys have a pretty
Yeah.
deep connection
Well,
here.
we met years ago because Katy was my kid's swim teacher over at the Park
right. I
District.
forgot about that. Yes.
And I'm so grateful for you flagging me down at the brewery.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Because I'm
Yes.
like, you're like, Holly. I'm like, who's that? And you said, oh, I'm working XYZ. You should come and call on me. And I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much. So then I kind of picked up the ball and started the relationship
that was a long time
over.
ago.
Right, over again, and followed her through the steps to where she is now, which is amazing because you are pretty much at the pinnacle.
I guess so.
Well, you've been doing some fabulous work, and you
Yes.
have great clientele.
I do.
And let's start at the beginning.
Yeah.
So
how did it all begin?
Yeah, how did your design career begin?
So I went to the University of Alabama in 2006, and I remember when I went to orientation, I was just going to pick business because it was generic. And when you're 18, you're like, what the hell am I going to do with my life?
Right.
So my mom and I were sitting through orientation, and she's like, do you see how much math you have to take? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, that's not going to work out well for you. So she's like, what's another major what's something else you're interested in that you would want to major in? So I look at the list and I'm like, I guess interior design. So
I guess interior design.
So I honestly just picked interior design. And it ended up working out, I suppose. So
Well, it did work out. But were you a creative person prior, like in high school?
I guess, we do. Like my brother he is a really good artist, but he's also super handy. So we're kind of like that. I'm not very artistic, I would say, but I definitely understand how things go together and understand all the construction stuff. And growing up here and being surrounded by all these beautiful homes and seeing the way that people could decorate was really eye-opening. And I had a friend named Katy as well, and her mom lived in Lake Bluff, and she was really into design, and she just was like, they had this cute little house in Lake Bluff, and she was always redecorating it and could just put so many things together. So I think that really intrigued me. And then obviously just going into some of these crazy mansions and seeing how beautiful these homes were. I always loved it. And I feel like my grandma Dory had really good taste. She had a ton of antiques and things like that. So I've always liked all those things.
Is that part of why your design aesthetics are they lean a little more transitional to traditional, which I don't see as a rep. I don't see a lot of young people like you that are in the traditional mode, and I think you do that very well. But is that
Yeah, probably. I mean, my
Probably.
own personal taste, I always we like to mix a lot. Like we have a ton of young families that we work for, and a lot of people do inherit a lot of their like grandma's antiques or some of their parents' stuff. And so we try to incorporate that stuff in our design, because the last thing we want is it to look like you just went to Target or got all this, kind of cheap stuff and put
Right.
it together with no personality. We want your homes to have personality.
So when I saw the photos in Forest and Bluff, the November issue, of a couple shots of inside your home, I went, oh, she's having fun with this.
Yes.
That's how it seems to me.
Well-
It's not staid. But it's not crazy. It's you're mixing.
For sure. And of course, I have white walls because the people who lived there before had every color in the rainbow. So I kind of I was like,
I am familiar with that house.
yes? So am
so
I.
I was like, maybe I will just do some white walls to see what I want to do. But my friend Maggie Getz, who is also a designer in town, we always say our houses are like where we can experiment and try different things, because oftentimes, it's sometimes hard to push clients out of their comfort zone. And plus, if we can just, if I want to wallpaper the ceiling, then I have a good example of that. Plus, it's also a good place, since I have so many local clients, a lot of my clients come through my house. So we can experiment and be like, this is what I'm talking about. And then they're like, oh, I get it. Yeah, I want this, this, and this.
Oh, that's a good
Yeah,
idea
that's
to use
right.
it as a demo.
Right.
Yeah.
Like a semi-showroom.
Exactly.
And then they could sit in furniture too if you happen to have
Yes.
some of that
Yep.
handy that
Yeah.
you're selling.
Exactly.
No, that's great.
Wow.
Yeah. So
That's a good
I
idea.
do bring clients to my house often, since my office is there. And they can come look at, I can show them my kitchen and describe all the things that we were talking about that we're going to do to their kitchen. And then it's easier for
That's
them to get
great.
on board with things.
Instead of going to showroom to showroom to showroom
Yeah.
to showroom, you kind of show the whole package.
Right.
Well, so you went to Alabama, you graduated in interior design,
Yes.
and then what?
Then the recession hit.
Oh,
2010.
Oh, 2010.
Yes.
Oh.
So,
I thought it was 2008, the recession.
oh,
hit.
well, I guess it didn't,
Yeah.
but it was still bad when
Well,
we graduated.
You graduated in 2010.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it was still bad.
Yeah.
We were
Yes.
just
Yeah.
climbing up out of the ooze
Exactly.
at that point.
Right.
And I knew I wanted to do high-end residential, because, you can either focus on doing commercial or doing residential. I knew that's what I wanted to do. So, and I wanted to try to stay in the South. Like, I love Charleston, South Carolina, and I thought that maybe that's where I would go. But with it being the recession and stuff, I did move to South Carolina. I lived outside of Columbia with my aunt and uncle for like over a year. And then I got a job, such a stupid job. I was doing like background checks and like
On people?
Yeah, on people, because it was in the town that I lived, and I was like trying to figure out what I wanted to do, but there was no one hiring for interior design anywhere. So I did that for like a year just to get money and save. And then
So were you like a spy, like Sherlock
yeah,
Holmes?
I would.
What were you,
I
I
was
don't
like
get
doing
it.
background checks for funeral directors. It was like wild, the stuff you would see.
What the what?
Yeah, it's
Whoa.
called Dignity Memorial. So
my
that's a
gosh.
ton of funeral homes are owned
heard
by
of
that
that.
company. And I did that, and then I ran like background checks for Canadians, like called CPICs. That's what I remember. So I did that for years, saved some money, and then realized, okay, this isn't going to work out. Charleston's like the good old boy connection. I don't really have any connections. I need
But
to move.
it's
but-
steeped in beautiful architecture
is.
and design.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's beautiful and it's very inspiring. So then I'm like, I guess I better just move back home to Chicago, see if I can get like my feet in interior design. So I went down to the Mart. I moved back, went down to the Mart, went into all the showrooms, like just to see what was happening, like landed at Scalamandre, worked there for free once a week in the library.
Oh my gosh.
Which is like where all the samples are, and just try to have like my ears like be there to see if anyone was hiring, and no one was. So then I'm kind of was like, okay, well, I need to make money. And I was moved back to Lake Bluff, living with my parents, and then a
So
few
you
of my
looked at
girlfriends.
the most recent or the most local funeral home and said, "Hey, I know how to do background checks."
Exactly.
Yeah.
I like totally forgot that I did that. But then, I lived at home for a few months, and then finally like got a job, but I didn't want to settle for like another stupid job like I had doing background checks. So I just did, I hostess, and then I was nannying until I could find something for interior design. And then finally I found a job on Craigslist
Oh, wow.
for an internship that lasted like I think I worked there for 6 months, and it was with James Thomas.
Oh,
And this is when I was.
Who's
that's
that?
so
I don't
funny.
know who
I
that is.
actually am seeing them tomorrow.
Oh, are you? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they're a very well-known firm in Chicago, high-end residential.
Oh, okay.
They're
A design firm?
A design firm.
Okay.
Yes. So now
I'm
they're-
ignorant of all this stuff, so that's why I'm asking.
Yes, so it's James and Tom who own it, and they're fabulous. So I worked for them for 6 months. And then I got a job at Christopher Peacock. I was so sad when I left there, and I still keep in touch. I mean, I still see them and stuff.
Oh, good.
So then I started working at Christopher Peacock, which is high-end custom cabinetry, English style. I knew nothing about any of that stuff, and it happened to be at the Merchandise Mart. So I worked there for like a year and a half. Learned a ton about kitchen cabinetry and cabinets, which I think really has helped my career. Cause I mean, a lot of designers I feel like don't know a lot about cabinetry.
You're right. They don't.
So, and I can design all that stuff, and I still do I still get hired to do a ton of kitchens or anything cabinetry is like no big deal for me.
And
You
it's-
design cabinets?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, the cabinets, like how they're going to fit in the kitchen.
Yeah. And then I have a custom cabinet shop that builds all our stuff.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So I do like
From scratch.
from scratch. Yeah.
Wow.
So,
It's a lot of engineering and technical skills
Yep.
that a lot of designers, they'll either sub it out, go, I've got a cabinet person, and they won't
Yeah.
deal with the measurements. Because, like, okay, the kitchen could be like this room.
yeah, which would be crazy.
And just when you measure kitchen cabinets, you have to be perfect.
Oh, it's got to be precise.
Yeah.
Sure.
Especially at the cost of cabinets these days. I can't.
But
They're cra-
I still do. So like we'll do the whole design. Like we'll go field measure the space and design it. And then once the design's approved, I give it to the mill workshop, and then they come back, field measure again, and then produce shop drawings. Cause you're not going to build off my shop drawings. Cause I'm not building the cabinets, but, so we do that, but it has to be accurate. But if it's like off by, half inch, the cabinet shop will make sure it's correct.
Wow.
I know.
Yeah,
that,
that
that
does-
makes me nervous.
Yeah.
Just even thinking about doing that.
Well, if you're not trained in
know.
it, yeah,
Right.
sure it would. But for someone
Right.
who understands what they're doing, precision is
sure.
important.
Yeah.
Precise measurements. So then what? Then what did you do? Because from what I understand, you've developed quite a base of clients.
Yes. So then I went and worked for another local person named Edward Deegan, and he was just starting off opening his firm, and it was Edward Deegan Architects and Interiors, and I was the first interior designer that he hired. He had an architect and me, and we opened a place out in Kenilworth so that we could be based between like Lake Bluff, Lake Forest, and the city.
The city, yeah. Smart.
So it was like kind of a startup, and we grew the business. I was there for around 8 years.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, I was there a long time. So I ran the interiors department, learned a ton. Obviously, we had a ton of clients all in the area. And so I was there for, 8 years. And then I left and worked for another designer for like 6 months and realized this is silly. I should just be on my own.
Oh, okay.
But that's a great foundation that you had.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Working in quite a range.
For
From
sure.
cabinetry, high-end James Thomas, and then more architectural work
Yeah.
at Edward Deegan.
And plus then that grew, like we grew. So that's where I really learned that's what we started doing. I started there doing a bunch of interior elevations. Then we started doing all the hard finishes, meaning designing, all the bathrooms, picking countertops, picking all the lighting. Then that grew into doing all the soft goods, furniture, window treatments, wallpaper, fabric. So it like evolved, it kept growing and growing.
I've just figured out why you're so successful because, first of all, from the moment you said you were willing to go and work for free at that first job at the Mart,
Yeah.
because you just jumped right in with both feet and said, I got to earn my stripes.
Yeah.
And you just did it.
Yep.
And a lot of people, I think, well, some people
Nowadays.
think,
Yeah,
well,
nowadays. For sure.
it's like, well, what are they going to find for me? What are they going to do for me? Is someone going
Yeah.
to help me get a job? Well, no, you went,
yeah.
I'm going to find this and do it. And you did. And that's why, and every other top opportunity you had, you just sort of made sure it was something that was in a different area, a different,
yeah.
To learn the different skills of
Yeah.
which is
the
important.
job. Yeah.
Because a lot of people in this industry, and I think even with the people even the students who I spoke to at University of Alabama on Friday, with social media and whatnot, you don't realize that like you have to start from the bottom and nothing. I mean, I'll still fold and put fabric samples away. Do I like to do it? No, but I'll still do it if there's nothing that is beneath me, so I still will do it all, but you definitely have to earn your way. Like I don't love doing AutoCAD anymore, but so I'm like graduated from that. I have people who do that for me.
That's a software program,
yes,
right?
like
I know that much.
Yes, I was like a CAD monkey for years and years and years, and it's like something I just don't really enjoy, even though it does help you understand the design. But I'm like, I'm done with that, So, but you have to definitely put in your time. Like you can't just expect to go out there and, get the best, start working for the best firm, you don't make much money starting off because you have to keep moving up and it takes a lot of years to get there.
Wow. So it's taken you about 10 years.
Yeah.
Before you branched out.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty fast.
Yeah.
Actually.
Well, you
if you think about
lot,
apprenticing, is what she was doing, sort of at different places.
Right.
10 years, I think that's pretty fast, actually, to build the clientele base that you have, client base that you have. I think that's, I don't know, I'm pretty in awe. How would you describe your style as your bent as a designer? Or do you have one, or you just change it no matter what the client wants?
Yeah, so I mean, if you look on our website, we do have, which I actually have to update, so don't look at it right now. But
okay, let everybody wait a week. Okay,
wait a week so I can have Kevin update it. But we do. So if you're going to hire us, typically people want us for more, I would say, traditional style. But we do like if you want something really contemporary, we're probably not who you would hire us for, but we still would do it. So we just did a really cool mid-century modern for a repeat client. It's her bachelorette pad, we call it. And that was really fun. And she's so fun to collaborate with. And it was just totally something different that I had not done. And it turned out so cool. So I feel like we can definitely do whatever style. And obviously there's stuff that we prefer. Like I always love English style and mixing new and old and just it being kind of eclectic and feeling lived in and feeling personal. So and we like color and we like pattern. So if you wanted to hire us to do like an all white interior, again, we can do it, but that's like not, there's people who could probably do it better.
I heard that you're woodland themed, whatever, that's what you're doing. Or it's woodland themed? I don't know how to say it.
So I live in Tingley Oaks.
I don't know the lingo, so I'm flailing here.
I can explain. Because I have squirrels. Looking at your squirrel.
I love squirrels.
Well, so I live more in the woods because I live in Tingley Oaks. And also there are 3 homes in Tingley Oaks this year, which is exciting.
Oh, that are on
walkable.
The walk?
Yeah, we're all on the same side. So it will be great for the walk. And hopefully the weather's nice. But I love mushrooms. So I have a ton of like mushroom ornaments and mushroom decor. So that will be incorporated. And then just lots of like Twigs is helping me, who's a local florist in town. They're helping me do some stuff.
Oh, I love their work.
So yeah, Jeannie and Aaron are helping me pull some stuff. It's just going to feel like a little whimsical. Not like right now. I love how everyone is like the RL Christmas is so hot. RL meaning Ralph Lauren.
I saw that. I saw that in a online mag.
So everyone is saying that, which is like funny to me because it's just more of like a traditional Christmas. It's
Plaids
like it's not
and stripes and
velvet.
Velvet. Yeah. It's like okay, so you're just bringing back a traditional Christmas.
Yeah,
it really never left.
It never left, but for some, I guess it did. Yeah. But I just like a mix, of course, of like vintage stuff with some new, and it's just going to feel a little more whimsical.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah,
I'm looking
squirrels.
Forward. Oh, squirrels.
Yeah.
Now, when you do when you're doing a house on the Christmas walk, do you have to do every single room in the house?
No, so I am only showing my first floor.
Okay,
so
but still,
yeah. I mean, my upstairs, because there's so many people that come through, I don't think the flow would be that good. It might get like too congested up there.
Okay.
So you will see just my first floor when you come through.
Well, that's a fairly sizable first floor. I've been in that house. I used to walk a dog from the lady you bought that house from, or the family or
and
whatever.
I've been in that house too.
Yeah, yeah. So that's a pretty size. Does it still step down?
Yeah, there's a step down. Yeah, so I'll
room.
be sure to like put some orange tape or something. There'll be a docent there so no one falls. But
you got rid of shag carpeting,
docent.
Right? Yeah, I did have a black shag carpet in the kitchen. That's gone.
That's right. I thought it was green.
I thought it was green too.
Oh no, well the walls were green, but I think it was black and green.
Okay. I remember the
I have the
carpeting in the
pictures. I
kitchen.
can show you.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was something.
I'll have the before pictures on my island when you walk through.
Oh, that's a great
Because I have
idea.
the brochure from like the listing.
Mm-hmm.
So that Penny was like, you got to put that out.
Well, it tells your business before and after big time.
Yeah, that's why no
Yeah.
one bought. I think people were so scared. But those houses have good bones.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So
Do you like living back there?
yeah, we love it.
It's like little privacy.
Yeah, and we're so close to town too. I mean, it takes us just to come up to Hansa or whatever, Bluffington, it's less than 10-minute walk.
Oh, that's perfect.
And it's a
So-
nice walk.
It is a nice walk.
So what is your husband is from Michigan?
yes,
correct?
Mike is from Michigan.
Okay. And how does he feel about Lake Bluff? Because I'm thinking where you said he was from in Michigan, this must feel pretty good. It's
Yeah.
similar.
I mean, he likes it and he also doesn't like it because I can't go anywhere without knowing people. So
Oh,
that
yeah,
annoys
right.
him. But he just has to get over that.
Yeah.
But he does like it. I mean, he probably denies how much he does like it, but I know he really likes it here.
So when did you come back?
So we moved back we got married in 2019 and our lease was up in May and we got married in June. And so we moved in right before our wedding, moved back home with my parents. And we were
Oh.
like, because we didn't want to sign a lease. We knew that we were like kind of done living in the city. We'd been down there for a while and we were sick of spending money on rent, knew that we were going to like start a family soonish. And then that December of 2019, we found the house that you guys will be seeing.
Oh,
And then we started the
cool.
renovation.
But while you
Oh,
were still
wow.
living with your parents.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I still have like a few rooms to do, but the whole house, the whole inside and outside, like every inch of the house had to be touched.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh, you had to get
it's
rid of
still-
that cigarette smoke.
Yeah, exactly.
How did
Yeah.
you do that?
I mean, we
Did you
basically
tear out the walls?
we ripped out a lot and we repainted everything. We also like put a lot of boarding and stuff on the walls that covers the drywall. So as like an architectural feature that I wanted. But yeah, there's like one bathroom left that my husband and I have that we use. And that's we're going to do that soon. And all the drywall and everything needs to be ripped out.
Oh boy.
Good
Yeah.
thought. Good thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are some of the upcoming trends? I think you kind of touched on that a little bit, but for just in general for people, we sort of talked about the Ralph Lauren,
Yeah.
Christmas thing, but like,
Just design trends.
yeah, because I keep hearing woods are coming back. Or
Yeah, they
whatever.
are.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So,
So it's true.
everyone got rid of or painted like those like pine armoires, or you might have had like a mahogany dresser from your grandma and you
Painted mahogany.
I know people, I mean, I'm
Oh.
guilty of it too.
That's a travesty.
But everyone wanted everything painted. There was like kind of like that shabby chic phase,
I lived through that. I still have a lot.
Yeah,
of
which
that
I
here.
still love.
Well, I'm not. I have old
but-
house.
Right? Yeah,
Old
it
stuff.
works. It works.
Uh-huh.
But brown furniture is definitely back. Even
Wow.
even the color brown. Brown walls, brown. I'm sure you've seen it pick up in brown fabric.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Florals are big.
Mm-hmm.
Florals have been big. I mean, chintz, all that stuff.
Chintz.
Yes.
Boy, when I first got married in the 80s, chintz was very large.
Yeah. Well, it's back.
Laura Ashley.
Yes. Yeah. I mean,
Right.
basically, yes. All
Yeah.
that stuff's back. I
Oh
feel
my
like
God.
a lot of small prints too.
Mhm.
Wouldn't you say?
Well, color. I
And
mean,
color,
color,
yeah.
and people are putting florals on sofas now. Again,
Yeah.
that you
Pattern
mentioned.
sofas are coming back.
Multicolored. It used to be solids. Even it not necessarily the earth tones and the grays that were in forever, but solid, like a solid velvet sofa, a solid this and that.
Solid
Now
green
everybody
sofa,
wants
yeah.
pattern.
Like this one.
They
from
all
the
want
80s.
solid. They all want pattern and color.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, people that used to just do grays and blue, like they're 3-color upholstery fabric,
Wow.
and
Yeah.
so
It's kind of fun though.
mhm.
Oh, I think it's really
yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
That's like I'm all about figured.
pattern and pattern.
Yeah, wallpaper has been, I mean, I've been using wallpaper forever, but I feel like people love wallpaper again. The like term color drenching you probably hear.
Yeah.
What does
Where-
that mean?
I mean, basically, like this whole room, you have it painted yellow.
It's all
but
yellow, yeah.
You would also have your windows and your trim and all your doors also painted that same color. So everything in that space gets painted one color,
Mm-hmm.
which it can look very chic.
Means. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
and
okay.
sometimes they're doing really moody, intense, like dark
Yeah.
brown. Like I saw Farrell and Bald today when I
Yep.
was in Milwaukee, and she had all brown but it was beautiful. It almost had like a little burgundy tint to it, but it was a dark
That
brown.
sounds rich.
And it was really rich
Yeah.
and warm.
That sounds nice.
I know, cozy vibes.
And what goes bye-bye? What goes bye-bye?
I mean, I think just the solid, so much solid upholstery that you've been seeing. I feel like there's always a time and place to do like white walls. Like I don't think that will ever go away, because if you have a room that has a ton of pattern and color and stuff like that, you might be bringing in the color the other way, and maybe the white walls work well. What other stuff has been out?
Gray.
Yeah, gray. I mean, I don't use any gray.
Gray was hot. You probably never used a lot of gray.
No, I never have.
But
I've
gray
seen
was
a lot of gray.
hot color for
Yeah.
like 5, 7, 8, 9 years.
Yeah.
So now the gray people are finally like done.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's the way it goes, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cyclical.
Yep.
What? Anything you want to talk about before we get back to this home tour?
No, that you have to
The deets?
ask me questions and I'll think of it.
Holly? I've already been.
Well,
Like,
we want to definitely plug the home tour, the
Yes.
museum, and we're kind of coming to the wrap up time.
yeah.
right?
So Lake
Yeah.
Bluff History Museum.
Yes.
Next to the Lake Bluff Library. Everybody in Lake Forest and Lake Bluff knows about it. And that's where the tour starts. That's where it always starts,
Yeah,
right?
you,
Is at the
you
History
go
Museum.
and check in.
Check in
And
there.
then it's self-guided.
Okay, so we drive ourselves
Yeah.
to the.
You'll go, you
Addresses.
check in, and then the addresses are, you get to see where all the addresses are, and then you can either, I think the ones in town, actually the ones in town like Bluff are like walkable. If it's a nice day like it was last year, you could walk to the ones in town, and then you would probably just want to drive over to Tangley.
And so that's where
that's
the others.
easy.
You said 6 total?
Yeah,
So
6
3 on
total.
the east side and then 3 in Tangley.
Yep.
That's convenient.
Yeah, because I remember it being sprawled out before.
Yes.
Yeah, sometimes they are.
And
Yeah.
the weather was not good.
Well, it depends on who volunteers their home,
Yeah.
and who they ask. I mean, you just get lucky that people will even allow you into their home.
Right.
I know.
You know,
I would feel like there's so much pressure.
Well, there is.
Yeah. I got to start decorating.
Are other? Do you know of any of the other homes? Are they designers?
Yeah, so I have no, I think I'm the only designer. I know I'm the only designer.
Oh.
I do have a client who's on it.
Okay.
So you'll get to see,
that's a great
yeah,
advertisement
so you'll get
for
to
you.
see her house. I did work on the house. You can't see everything I did because her upstairs, we did like her master bathroom and stuff, which looks cool. But I did work on the house when I was at Edward Deegan. But I've known her forever. So her house will be cool. That's in town. And then one of my good friends who is in Tangley, she's doing it. She's like a young
good.
mom. She's got good taste.
Okay.
And then
great.
another gal in Tangley, her house is really nice. She has great taste too. And Allegra from Source and Styled will be also doing some like tablescapes at some of the houses.
Oh, nice.
And some of her stuff will be for sale in some of the homes. And then there also is like the holiday boutique set up somewhere, right?
on East Center down here. Is it
Yeah.
Baldwin's or that house down here on the big boutique?
Yeah, where she usually does it.
Yes, it's wonderful. Have you-
Renee, is it Renee?
Renee. Yeah.
I don't know if she's doing it this year. I forget.
Hers is usually beautiful. But
Yes,
whoever.
but there will be homes that also will have just a holiday boutique that might be in their garage or something.
Oh, cute.
And then
Also, that little lady on Prospect, she has those wonderful little, I don't know, she has like little, you know who I'm talking about, right near the lake.
Yes.
She's got all this really cool stuff that she makes. She's an artist.
I've bought some of her things.
yes,
can't think-
Julie Whitehead,
no,
not
no.
Whitehead
her.
Studio.
I think her
Not-
name's Linda.
Linda, yeah.
She's blonde, she's older.
Very old. Yeah, I know Julie. Oh, gosh.
okay.
With the beautiful ornaments and all
Yeah,
the
all
other
her
things.
stuff,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Oh, with the big bows.
Yes.
Oh, she has
yeah.
beautiful items.
Yeah,
yeah.
So
just- okay.
check the holiday
Yes, in
boutiques,
here.
and then the stores in town, like Source and Styled, and I know Twigs, the florist. They have a ton of really cute holiday decor, and they'll have cocktails and
Oh my
all that good stuff on
gosh.
Sunday.
Yeah, it's
That'll
fun.
be so fun.
It's a fun thing to do. I'm definitely going to do it. I'll have to head over there. And also, while you're there, go into the Lake Bluff History Museum. They've got a really cool exhibit.
Oh, I can't
Yeah.
wait
And
to
it
see
talks, and it's a focus on creatives, and
Okay.
they call it influencers.
Oh, yeah, I saw
You're
that.
an influencer.
Well,
Yes.
believe me, I'm the least famous person in this whole exhibit. Trust me. It's really, I was so honored. I was like, oh, I can't believe you want to include me. But I was blown away by when I went to the opening night of the exhibit. I went, all these people are really Lake Bluff, Bluffers or Lake Bluff adjacent, or they've spent a significant amount of time here. I mean, knew this was an artist colony, from long ago,
Right.
from the early 1900s
Yeah.
on up. but my God, it hasn't abated. If anything, it seems like it's grown and attracted even more creative people and designers. I know. And anyway, they did a beautiful job. Hats off to Katie O'Hara and Pam Russell, two major bluffers who put it all together. I was really excited, and they had a good turnout for their open. So go to that too, before or after you go to the home tour. But do go to this home tour, and it's Sunday, December 7th. 11 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. LakeBluffHistory.org/events. Okay, I'll make a slide and I'll put it in one of the reels.
Okay,
in the reel that I'll do.
Okay.
You start at the Lake Bluff History Museum, 127 East Scranton, here in Lake Bluff. Okay, no cameras. That's something that is they don't want you to take pictures. No, they don't want you to picture. And I was surprised about that. So just FYI, ahead of time, just so you know, they don't want you taking pictures of stuff.
Which I people's houses?
No, they don't want you to do that.
To get ideas?
And there's no wheelchair access. So, because, it's not like everybody who does this can.
Yeah, and it's not for little kids.
No,
don't bring your little kids.
Don't bring your little kid.
I think it's for 8 and up or something.
That's right.
Okay.
Unsuitable for children under 8. It says it right here on the flyer.
And then
it's $65.
And the proceeds
worth every
go
penny
to the Lake Bluff History Museum.
That's right.
So this is a charity event.
I love going. I go nearly every year.
I've never gone.
I have a confession too. Last year was the first year I ever went, and now I'm in it.
See?
So I definitely had a good reason to go this year. Well, do you want to tell us where people can get in touch with you if they're interested in, or your website or?
So my website is just KatyEvansDesign.com. My Instagram is KatyEvansDesign, and it's Katy. And my email is Katy@KatyEvansDesign.com. Pretty easy.
Right.
Okay.
All right. That sounds great. And don't hesitate to get hold of her. And if you need further information or whatever, contact one of us. Contact Holly or me. Yeah. And check out ahead of time the article on Katy. She's the cover girl of the November edition of Forest and Bluff. And it's a real cute picture.
Yes,
really
thanks
cute.
to Forest and Bluff and Aaron for featuring me. Very nice of them.
Very nice.
Yeah,
and really cute article in there. And a preview of sort of what Katy does at Katy Evans Designs. Thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you so much for having me. This was fun.
You are a doll. You were just as she described. As you described.
I said she's a doll.
Yeah.
It's going to be easy. Thank you for listening. Make sure you share, tag, tell all your friends. Ladies Who Question, you can email us or send us a DM on our Instagram. Let us know what you think.
Yeah.
And if you have any questions.
Yeah, thanks so much for listening. And we'll see you next week with another rip-roaring episode of who knows what, entertainment or Let's Talk Local. We never know.
We don't know.
And we don't care. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Harvey. Ladies Who Question is executive produced and edited by me, LiseDominique, and also executive produced by Holly Caulfield. Holly also does most of our research, and Claire Caulfield is in charge of technical assistance and social media. Music, My Lionheart. Sketch music by Florian Manx and Matthew Anderson. Thanks for listening. Please subscribe, follow, rate, and review Ladies Who Question on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. Send your thoughts to ladieswhoquestion@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Threads, and our website, LadiesWhoQuestion.com.
All content discussed on Ladies Who Question are the opinions of LiseDominique and Holly Caulfield and should not be construed as advice of any kind. By listening to this podcast, you agree not to use this podcast as advice of any personal or medical issue for yourself or others. This disclaimer also applies to guests or contributors to the podcast.